قال الله حوالنا يحوى Shamil Shaiba Shemak Kodesh, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well, peace and salutation to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth, also in sincerity, and by the Manatas Action Shalom. Here's another video, basically on the same thing, the digital, this digital system they want to bring, right, to usher in the MOTB, you know, which is just ushering in the day of the Lord in retrospect and in the big picture. But when you look at the fine detail rather, you know, we see that you know what I mean, they're using it, they're trying to bring it in all forms to make it seem like it's a good thing totally. Like you know, it could we say it is really for this, you know, but you know what I mean, we could use it for all sorts of things, right? So let me get into it.
Madam Deputy Speaker, I have always believed in giving people power and control over their lives. Control over the public services they use, how they access childcare, benefits and housing support. Control over their data and who sees it. And control over the choices they make to rent or buy a home, apply for a job, open a bank account, and much more besides. In the age of the smartphone, we can take this control quite literally into our own hands. But too often, it feels like we're at the mercy of a system that doesn't work for us as well as it should. One with endless form filling and bureaucracy just to prove who you are, where you might need your passport to apply for a job, your national insurance number to pay tax, your driving license to buy a pint or a glass of wine, if you're lucky enough to be asked. And most frustratingly of all, you might have to rummage around in a drawer looking for an old electricity bill just to open a bank account or join the library or enroll your children in school.
Right now, these are the struggles we face every day, signing up, you know what I mean, in this system for things, because at the end of the day, we living in the system. The scriptures say, well, use the world or abuse it. You know what I mean? We'll be of the world, but we have to use the world. We have no choice, right? And this is what the lady explaining to them. This has become monotonous. It has become tedious, so on and so forth, right? Now, let me read the little article it had with it. It's a Parliament statement on digital ID. Notice how it's gone from being needed to stop the boats, meaning the immigrants rather. So like, yeah, right, the immigrants who come in illegally and working illegally and basically cutting down the labor for the citizens who born and grow their carry a job, because we getting cheap labor, because these people illegal, they're taking under the table payments, so you don't have to file them on the taxes and all these other things. We don't have to pay national insurance for them and so on and so forth and whatever, right? All right, this is what they was ushering the digital ID for to begin with, to stop the boats. Now they're saying, to now being needed to access every aspect of your life, banks, health, childcare, and much more. All right. Yeah. So now we go to the scriptures. It says, well, we'll start at verse 1, because I mean, this whole thing is encompassed in this chapter. Right? It's 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, but of the times and of the seasons, brethren, you have no need I write unto you. Yeah, it's not supposed to have no brother, at least in GMS, who think we in the fucking new covenant, right? Or who thinks, as I say in the video I do earlier on this evening, we in the time of mirth. We are not, right? The only mirth we have is watching, knowing that the kingdom coming to an end. This kingdom, this kingdom is coming to an end. Every day we see the signs, we see more and more ushering in the MOTB, as well as simultaneously ushering in the day of the Lord, which is doom and destruction. All right. Verse 2, it says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, because they're building this thinking what they fortify in the kingdom. Right? Yeah, do what you had now, man. Things will be easier. Don't worry yourself. You go easy. You had to look for no fucking utility bill to open this or sign up for that. Yeah, they'll show your birth paper, your license. Yeah, because we have it digital now, whatever, etc., so on and so forth. And it's the same thing they're going to use to usher in what the MOTB. I proceed. It's verse 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness. It would say ye, brethren. Son, ye kindred are not in darkness, but that their day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. You understand? So the ones who sleeping is the ones who annoying them just going with the flow. Whatever the government say, hey, we rolling with, because as they were saying for the juice, hey, we had to live, you know. You know it's sounding a little shaky, but hey, you had to live, had to eat, so on and so forth. Right? Now we could tell where society going. We know society generally leans on Pharaoh and Egypt and so on and so forth. We know they will go with you know what I mean. We know they will go with fuck is this? Bring on Hosea 4 and 6, it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. You understand? As they were increased, so they sinned against me, therefore I will change the glory into shame. Yeah, there will be a mark of shame in the kingdom. Right? Whereas it was supposed to be glory, because hey, the majority of the jakes running around here fucking headless. They don't know the ass from the elbow, right from wrong, light from darkness. Right? They still caught up in wanting a place, a permanent place in this kingdom, which is temporal. Right? Everything you see is temporal. Right? Everything we see will be fucking wiped out, replaced with something everlasting. Yeah? Let's get as I said you would select. Let's get 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Yeah. You understand? We don't lay up treasures where moth and that corrupt and thieves break in and steal, as the scriptures say. We lay up our treasures where in heaven, where it's unseen, where thieves can break in and steal, which is what? Our works, you know what I mean? Which is what? Fueled by our what? Faith. As we treasure, with knowledge, with wisdom, through what? Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Kakodash. You understand? The knowledge imparted unto us from our elders coming on down, you know what I mean, to the youngest members. All right? This will be, we as the scriptures say, our stability and strength of our times, of these times that we in. Because, hey, at the end of the day, within the ushering in of the digital system, and you see how rapidly it's spreading, right? Within the ushering in of of that, there's also the tensions, it's at the boiling point. The war is at the boiling point now, down here in the Caribbean. You understand? Then it's MOTB. You know what I mean? We still have famines and so on to deal with to come. You know what I mean? As scripture said, the end is not by and by. You know, the end is not yet. You know what I mean? This kingdom is temporal. This will be wiped away. Alright? And all this is for what? For the kingdom to come. And Hebrews, it say, I think it's Hebrews 11 where it say, no continuing city. Let's remember my bear with me. No, I mean, Hebrews 11, is it 6? Okay, so And knows in the book of Hebrews, guys. So I carefully wait, I'll close up after this. Right? Because as the scripture said, we, you know, I mean, everything is temporal. 13 and 14 were hours off by a lot. Right? It says what? For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And I just said, we seek the city of what? Of the Lord, kingdom of the Lord to come. Right? And all these iterations and parliament bills and decrees that these kings and leaders and heads of states and governments are passing. Hey, all in all, it's just going to end up to the grand scheme of things of ushering in the day of the Lord. Right? Ushering in doom, destruction, and ultimately our salvation and the new kingdom, the everlasting kingdom, right? So I hope those edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yoshai Bashim Kakodash. Until next time, Shalom.